All right, I just got the thumbs up from our digital directors, Haley and Yolani. That means we're live here with you on our digital platforms. Thank you so much for joining us here. We have a winter weather storm coming in and putting down ice, snow, sleet, and freezing rain, even some rain coming in next. All of the wintry precipitation that we have to worry about is now here, and I want to time everything out for you. You know, I just came in from doing the 7 o'clock news in the backyard, and at the 6 o'clock news, it was just snow. I was able to put my ruler in the snow and have no problems determining the accumulation amount. But at the 7 o'clock news, there was a layer of ice that is now glazed on top of the snow, and it was kind of hard to get the ruler in, and I left the ruler out there from the 6 to the 7 o'clock news, and get this. It iced over, so I want to show it to you closer up. This is a picture of the ruler. You can see that sheen of ice on top of it, and I couldn't bring it in to show it to you here. It would have melted by the time I got it on camera, but this is what we're worried about. The fact that there is a icy glaze on those untreated surfaces like roadways and sidewalks, maybe, you know, something that you're going to be traversing later on tonight could have this slippery glaze on top of it. Just be very careful if you're going out tonight. If you don't have to, really, don't go out. I really implore you not to do it because the driving conditions tonight are just too unsafe. But if you must, take things much slower than you normally would. If there is black ice out there, it takes you 8 times as long to slow down than if there were no black ice. So just take things slower, 45-mile-per-hour speed restrictions on a lot of the highways around the area. Now here's the winter storm timeline so that you can plan out the rest of your 24 hours. That snow, sleet, freezing rain going to continue until about 8 o'clock. So within the next half hour to 45 minutes, those drops and flakes will start to dwindle. Do not let that fool you. Just have a lull for the next 4 hours. Until midnight, there will be cloudy skies, maybe nothing coming out of the skies, but the damage is already done if there's already icing in your backyard. So once we get towards 12 to 9 o'clock, then the precipitation rolls back in. This secondary line of moisture comes in, and some of it will be in that wintry mix form, in the sleet, in the freezing rain, in the icy glazes could continue, especially if you live north and east. Wayne County, Pike County, Susquehanna County, those are all issues where we might see icing continuing throughout the morning hours. The rest of us only going to see rain. If you're in the Susquehanna Valley, down through the southern tier, out through central Pennsylvania, likely just going to be rain between 12 and 9. So as we get to the morning hours, things will improve if you live south and west. If you still live in Wayne County, this might be an issue for you all the way through the morning. Between 9 and 5, we change things over to complete rain, and some of them could be downpours at times, scattered rain showers until around 4 or 5 o'clock. And 5 o'clock is when I think there could be a strong wave of storms that could roll through. Believe it or not, right? We haven't talked about storms in a long time. We talk about winter storms, but actual thunder and lightning could come through between 3 and 5 p.m. tomorrow, especially if you live in eastern Pennsylvania, as the front whips its way through central and northeastern Pennsylvania. There's enough lift in the atmosphere to create those mixing particles and create ice, lightning and thunder. And temperatures will be warming too. By the time we get to about 3 or 4 o'clock tomorrow, we could be pushing 50 in some spots. So the warm air in place, the high humidity, the strong updrafts could create downpours and maybe even some lightning and thunder isolated in nature as we head towards the end of this system, which happens between 3 and 5 p.m. tomorrow. Then the winds really kick up too. That's a whole nother story. I'll get into that in a bit. Highs today only got into the mid-30s for central Pennsylvania. Didn't even reach the freezing mark in Avoca, same for Mount Pocono. But temperatures are on the rise, and they're going to continue to rise as we go through the overnight tonight, as warmer air works its way in. Look at the Susquehanna Valley, around the freezing mark. Same for Schuylkill County. That's where we have raindrops on the lens in Pottsville. But some of that could be freezing rain in nature. That winter weather advisory in effect for the whole area until 12 o'clock tomorrow, as we still have that risk for freezing rain continuing, especially in that northeastern corner through tomorrow morning. Here's the current satellite and radar picture. Give you a closer look on Schuylkill County. That's where the pinks are. That freezing rain sleet mix causing an icy glaze on surfaces. Be careful if you're living in Pottsville, Mahanoy City right now. If you're planning on driving on 81, maybe up towards Hazleton for the evening, just take things slower if you really do need to head out. There's a look at the northern tier. We got snowflakes flying around in Susquehanna County. Still, when it's all said and done, I think we'll pick up between 1 and 3 inches in places in Susquehanna County. Same for Wayne County. Since it's been several hours of prolonged snowfall down through Lackawanna County, we really only picked up about a ½ inch of snow. Here's the bigger picture. Look at that strong line of thunderstorms stretching all the way from Illinois down to Louisiana. A lot of moisture and energy involved along that front. You can see how potent it is with all the reds and oranges. I do think that they could see high winds over 60 miles per hour as these storms roll through in the Tennessee Valley, maybe even an isolated tornado or two. So severe weather definitely possible for the Gulf states and up through the Tennessee Valley, even into parts of the Ohio Valley. Here we're going to continue to see the flow from the south and west, bringing in warmer air as we go through the overnight, causing more of that mixing. So between now and 8, the sleet and freezing rain a concern for sure. Between 8 and 12, a little bit of a lull in the precipitation. Then between 12 and 9 tomorrow, freezing rain continuing for parts of Wayne County, Pike County, northern Lackawanna County, Susquehanna County, even out through parts of central Pennsylvania. There are the hilltops of the Alleghenies, maybe out by State College with freezing rain and sleet, even up into Tioga County near Wellsboro. Headed towards sunrise, rain showers for the most part, maybe even a downpour or two. But that freezing rain potential exists. You see the pink in Wayne and Susquehanna counties through sunrise tomorrow. Headed into the afternoon on Sunday, scattered showers, and then into the 3 to 5 p.m. time frame, that's when the front actually rolls through. Look at these strong downpours possible down through the southern tier, out into central Pennsylvania. 3 o'clock, some heavy downpours, maybe even lightning strikes possible as we head into the 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock time frame, and then we're done with this whole thing by 5 o'clock, only to usher in some winds. Monday, I think it'll be a mix of sun and clouds, but no sun is going to make us feel warm with temperatures only topping out in the 20s. Icing, I want to show you 2 models. This one is what I think will happen, about a 1/4 inch for places in Wayne County. That's enough to cause some power outages. But I want to show you what's setting off alarm bells in my meteorologist mind. I'm seeing this from the GFS, and I'm honestly really nervous about it, because if this is the potential, this could be crippling for parts of Wayne County, Pike County, and northern Lackawanna County. More than a ½ inch of ice as far as this model is concerned. And it's definitely a possibility, because there could be several hours sustained of this freezing rain. This will bring down power lines. This will cause definite power outages if we do get this much ice. Just know that this is a possibility and prepare yourself for it. You have all night tonight to prepare for a power outage. You know, set up some extra water that you could have for brushing your teeth in the morning in case you lose water, hot water. Have any flashlights batteried up. Maybe some headlamps too, just in case if you live in Wayne and Pike counties. That's where I think the icing would actually happen, down through the southern tier and out through central Pennsylvania. I really don't think that's a concern. It's really that northeastern corner of Pennsylvania. Forecast rainfall totals, generally 3/4 of an inch to an inch of rain, maybe some spots over an inch, and that'll help to get rid of a lot of the icy precipitation. But as soon as we get rid of the winter storm, gosh, we can't catch a break. Got a high wind warning in effect for the Poconos and even into parts of New Jersey down through Philadelphia, and then the rest of the area has a high wind watch. Now we're talking wind gusts 30, 40, 50, 55 miles per hour possible, and sustained winds over 30. So that can really cause some power outages as well. And if we have icing on those power lines up in Wayne County, I think Monday is a concern for power outages, in addition to what we're seeing with the icing as we go through the next 12 hours or so. Look at these wind gusts. So they start up as soon as the front rolls through around 4 o'clock, 30 mile per hour wind gusts. Then as we head into the 9 o'clock hour, 40 mile per hour wind gusts on the higher elevations. By Monday morning, 30 to 35, maybe even 45 mile per hour wind gusts. This is when we see the most winds though. Everybody seeing 40 to 50, if not 60 mile per hour winds between 3 and 5 p.m. tomorrow, and it will be gusty still through Tuesday morning. Look at these feels-like temperatures. It's been chilly recently, but it has not felt this cold. As we head towards Sunday afternoon, temperature's still warm. Front hasn't passed yet. Sunday evening, yeah, cold, single digits, feels-like temperatures. Then headed into Sunday evening, feeling like below 0 in the northern tier. Monday morning, feeling like -17 in Forest City, feeling like just a few degrees down through the valley cities. Now look at Monday afternoon. We normally see our warmest temperature of the day Monday afternoon. It will feel like just 5 degrees in Scranton, feeling like -10 in Forest City. And by Tuesday morning, this is the major cold. Feeling like -26 in Forest City, feeling like -8 in Scranton, feeling like -8 in Wilkes-Barre. This is when you want to bundle up the kiddos when you send them out to the bus stop. Temperatures will be in the teens, but with those added winds gusting up to 30, 40 miles per hour, it's going to feel like substantially well below zero. So just be aware of that, be prepared for it. That's why we have two, not just one, two weather impact alerts in effect. One for Sunday morning with that potential icing in Wayne County, and another weather impact alert in effect for Monday into Tuesday morning as a result of those gusty winds up to 30, 40, even 50 miles per hour, and the risk for temperatures that feel like 20, 25 degrees below zero on Tuesday morning. Tonight, try not to go out. If you have to, be careful, go slowly. There could be an icy glaze even on your way out to the car. Hey, you might not even be able to open the door to your car if you live in Wayne County tomorrow. Just be careful. Then as we head into the afternoon and evening, the rain is going to come through. Could be some rumbles of thunder in the afternoon. Be prepared for that too. Then the winds, Monday into Tuesday morning. You got it all here on Newswatch 16 from our Storm Tracker 16 team. We'll have another update for you at 10 o'clock on WNEP2 and, of course, at 11 on WNEP. I'm meteorologist Jeremy Lewan. Have a great rest of your night and stay safe.